I regret ever requesting for the exhumation of the late Mohbad Ilerioluwa Promise Aloba, says veteran actress Yabo Ojo. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Yabo Ojo had an interview recently and she mentions there that when she was asked to say, okay, what's her take in all her involvement in justice for Mohbad, she said, well, she regrets it. In the interview called Talk to Be, anchored by Biola Adebayo Akiriade, that was when she said it. She answered a series of questions, but this particular one, we decided to pull it out to talk about it. And when the host asked her again to say, why is she regretting? She said, because if she had known that the process would have led to the guy still being in the morgue without being buried now, she wouldn't have even attempted it. Whether you like her or not, she was the voice that raised the tempo, and the whole wild world caught the bug at that time. I think she was out of the country when it happened. She was in London and she got back about 2 days or 3 days after. And she wore a black bonnet because people were upset that, Baba, how can you quickly bury your son the very next day like that? No autopsy, no findings, and you're saying, I'm well alone and all of that. But of course, we know that the story changed when Baba started having different advisors, when they told him that his son's wife was impregnated by somebody else, and all of that. Plenty of stories for the past 16 months. Ruju, Romira. So when all of this happened, Yabo stepped up, Tonto Diketu stepped up. In fact, they were the two loud people about this case at that time. You know, Yabo Ojo's NGO was the one that wrote the petition for the exhumation, which the government obliged, and it was carried out, though the results never came out until 7 or 8 months later. And throughout the 7-8 months, a lot of things happened. Yabo was still pushing on. In fact, they were now getting ready after the autopsy to say, okay, let them plan his burial and give him a befitting burial, unlike the one he was given at Ikorodu. They went to one undertaker who said he was going to give them, I think, the casket free, and they'll pay half for the cemetery or something. The whole thing was taking shape. And all of a sudden, came a blogger from nowhere who is based in Manchester. She came in, at first acknowledging Yabo's efforts, then turned over again to start dragging and trolling Yabo. Not only trolling Yabo, trolling Yabo's daughter, trolling Yabo's partner, Polo, then revealing that she and Yabo has dated the same man before in UK, and all of that, that, when we got to that line, a lot of discerning mind could know that, Ibola tún já sí báyìí. And the noise of this particular blogger has not stopped. Every day she comes online, and before we knew it, Baba moved from Yabo's side to the Manchester blogger side, and it became a tug of war. The blogger will cause Iya Mohbad, cause Adura Mohbad's brother, cause the whole family of Mohbad. Bring one story today, bring another one tomorrow. We allege that Oba Elegushi is the one that impregnated Wunmi, that's Mohbad's wife. Tomorrow she'll come out and say it's Sam Larry that got her pregnant. Stories upon stories upon stories that hold no water. From then till now, it is still Ojukoni. And one thing Yabo has done throughout this time is that Yabo has ensured that she stays behind Wunmi to say, she said it in an interview with AY, the comedian, in a podcast interview. She said, until the court of law proves Wunmi guilty, she will continue to stand by her. Because from everything she has said from the beginning till now, she has no reasons to think or to allege that it was Wunmi that died the late Mohbad. Yeah, has Yabo done well? For her and her conscience, as long as you know that you're doing the right thing, let the world shout, let the world cry, let the world go gaga, you have the peace of mind. And at some point, she retreated and didn't want to be involved in the case. Don't talk about it because the trolling was too much for Yabo. It was really, really too much. But she will say one thing she knows how to do is she doesn't run from wahala. And that she wouldn't put her name, her face to something that she knows that is not true. And if you know her very well, she's one woman that if she were to get involved in something, she does with her time, her energy, her resources. And despite all the dragging people have been giving her for the past 16 months, the woman keeps growing in leaps and bounds, especially this December. Mention any top-notch event this December that Yabo did not attend. She attended everything. Like the one you're seeing on the screen was a visit to the premiere of Lishabi Part 2. That has been released on Netflix. So this woman is one woman who knows what she wants out of life, and God has really blessed her. She's a single mother of 2. She has been the one taking care of her kids right from when they were young. She has told her story of how, she got married and immediately she knew that was not what she wanted for herself. And she decided, which she continued to do. And people will attest to the fact that Yabo never joked with her children. Yabo was always carrying her children up and down and all of that. She has talked about her dysfunctional background of her mom and her dad, but despite everything, she said all she knows how to do is to be strong. Strong for herself, strong to her children, biological children, non-biological children, and the people that really matter to her in her lifetime. We can say Yabo is a woman that has stepped into her own vibe, that a lot of women around the world are praying that regardless, maybe their marriage did not work, maybe they are the ones taking care of their kids themselves, to develop purpose, to find true meaning of life and to live their life to the fullest. Right now, our daughter Prissy is planning to get married this 2025, and we cannot wait. So for those of you whose stock in trade is to curse her, by all means, continue. As you've done the course in 2024, a move to 2025 came out by Yilo. But for a lot of us, we don't believe that. We believe that tíṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ tó gbogbo ayé bá ń gbàdúrà fún ẹ, tíṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ bá ṣépè fún ẹ, tí gbogbo ayé bá ṣépè fún ẹ, tíṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ ń ṣàdúrà fún ẹ, So God, who sees the all that doesn't do àbòsí, sees everyone, and time will tell. So for Yabo, she has said it and she has said it that if she had known pé ó máa wú tó ń tóun nìkan wú jáde yẹn, pé wọn ò ní sí ọmọ yẹn, òun ò ní ṣe, because there's no good thing that you want to do to somebody who has spy than to use sínsìn láti bò láṣìírí. Ẹni tó ti páyé ò ní any business on earth again is to commit the person under earth. Kó kí body ẹ lọ sinmi. So what are we saying? Baba decided to do second posthumous birthday by singing and changing outfits on a bandstand. And what have you? Ilé ayé la rí yẹn. Bí ilé ayé ṣe yí olúkálùkù mọ́ ni ó ṣe ń ṣe. But for Yabo, personally, we wish her well. We know she has done her best. We know she won't put her face to something that she's not sure of. And time will tell. Oh, time will definitely tell. And for protecting the support to a widow, to an innocent widow, because as at now, whether I've ever gbẹ́lẹ̀, I've ever fọ́gi, me is innocent until the court of law proves. Evidence rẹ̀, wọ́n gba evidence jáde, wọ́n sọ pé kinní kan, wọ́n rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì kan, ẹjọ́ òfò for over 1 year. Ẹjọ́ tí ò ní substance. Wọ́n rojọ́ lọ báyìí, gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó dà lọ báyìí. Wọ́n rojọ́ lọ gbogbo èèyàn tó dà lọ báyìí. It's like some people don't even have their own thinking faculty in a functional state. When all you do is sit down, àwọn kan ṣépè láàárọ̀. Ẹni kan gbé sample ọmọ tán bí jáde. Olúkálùkù á jèrè gẹ́gẹ́ bí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Ire o.